Hello dear friends, Eastwind is in touch. Today we will talk about combat robots. Today, the development and production of robotic combat systems is actively underway. Already today, combat drones based on the T-7B3 tank, developed by the Euro-Carriage plant, are being actively tested. Also, the Foundation for Advanced Research of the Russian Federation is completing testing of a feedback system based on elements of artificial intelligence, which allows combat robotic systems, for example, marker, react and understand orders from commanders, as well as with ordinary soldiers. The complex is being worked out. Technologies for technical vision, navigation, autonomous movement, and group control. The first information about the marker platform became known back in the fall of 2019. Since then, a whole series of various tests have been carried out. In particular, the combat robot showed that it can hit targets more accurately and faster than professional shooters, from a Kalashnikov assault rifle, at flying targets and also conduct selective shooting. Now Marker is taught to identify combat targets in a group of 15 to 20 people, distinguishing armed people from unarmed ones. Further, on the basis of a T-14 tank, a fully autonomous combat system with artificial intelligence is being created, capable of independently making decisions on changing locations and, if possible, combat use of certain types of weapons at its disposal. Tank T-14, and I repeat, without human help. Here lies the answer why they were so slow with mass production, which I personally think is absolutely correct. Russia also has ground forces. Tank formations currently undergoing modernization consisting of T-70 to T-80. T-90 are put into service. It is known that as of 2020, the Russian tank forces have 3,030 tanks in service, and 10,200 tanks in storage, and also 250 tanks in formations of the coastal forces of the Navy, which exceeds in number U.S. tank forces, whose tank fleet, to what extent? It is known that there are 1,831 M1 Abrams tanks. These are in service and 3,500 tanks are in storage. Further, Russian engineers are developing a whole line of unmanned underwater vehicles. In the near future, samples should appear that can move in the world's oceans at a distance of up to 1,000 kilometers from the dive site. This was announced in an interview with Interfax by the first deputy chairman of the board of the Military Industrial Commission, Russia Andriy Ilchinov. He clarified that Russia now has entire rescue systems designed to work during an emergency with submarines. Devices with crew rescue functions have already been purchased for the fleet. In general, work on modernizing this type of equipment continues. Let me remind you that it was previously reported that within a year, the Russian military will receive 3 nuclear-powered ships, including the Belgorod Special Purpose submarine. It should be the first carrier of Poseidon underwater drones, which can be equipped with nuclear warheads, so Western partners have something to think about. It's 6 people. In addition to its compact dimensions compared to helicopters, a distinctive feature of the device is the ability to land on an inclined surface of up to 30 degrees, and mooring to vertical surfaces. The aircraft will be held and moved in the air thanks to cyclic propulsion. Among the main advantages of such propulsors are fast 360-degree thrust vector control, low noise level, and compactness. At the same time, the cyclic propulsion device is considered one of the most complex designs of aerodynamic devices. A similar scheme began to be explored at the beginning of the last century, but over the course of a whole century, attempts to lift a machine into the air with such complex propulsors failed. This task was achieved within the framework of the project. Scientists and engineers of the Novosibirsk Institute of Thermophysics and its Krasnoyarsk branch will decide. According to scientists, the key technology has already been developed. Within a few years, the full technical appearance of the cyclic car will turn into a real aircraft. The Foundation for Advanced Research explained that it will not be possible to drive a cyclic car, more difficult than modern cars. It can be piloted directly from the cockpit via a gadget over the network or centrally from a Ground control point. The Russian military has already become interested in this project. So friends, despite all economic difficulties, Russia never ceases to amaze. And that's all, dear friends. Eastwind was with you. Stay healthy and strong. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and write comments. Good luck.